they were last the second game?
No, the support in the
Oh,
jungles flipped.
I mean, this game was not bad, but it 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 looks to me like you have no threats. Like the threat of your team can't be a melee Garen, in my opinion. Especially versus enemy who has so much CC, like a Moonwalt and Vigar Cage.
Right,
It's most of the games you can see just by the comp difference when you think about all the champions' abilities and how they interact and how like a champion like Garen, besides having flash, he has no way to go out of Vigar's cage, which means he's trapped.
right.
And it's the same thing with Nautilus, the same thing with Jinx, the same thing with Lilia, the same thing with your whole team, basically.
So
But
funny. I don't know how he did,
mm,
because Garen was mid. I don't know how he did so good against Veigar that game.
oh, because early like Vigar is not an early game champ. He's
Right,
useless. He's like an ADC. But Garen is pretty strong early, so if you manage to abuse your lead well enough, you should be able to win the game
got it.
until like 25 minutes. But if enemy has like Vigar and Amumu and Morgana and so much CC, and you go into late game, it's really hard
Right.
to do anything rest of their comp.
Yeah. Okay.
We can watch like this replay first, just so like we can see
Sure.
how the lanes went. Because I'm really interested how you and the jungler died like more than 10 times.
Yeah,
It
well,
really,
they kept like focusing me really hard, which was kind of to
yeah,
be
I'm guessing.
expected, but also our jungler just it I don't know. There was something going on that they just weren't having a good game with Lilia. And then she kept getting deleted because of the CC, like you were talking about before. I think Lilia, in my opinion, no, I don't really jungle. I'm trying to get better at jungle just like for funsies and to like learn more about the game, but like I'm not a jungler. Um, but I think Lilia is a really tricky one.
Yeah, she is tricky, I agree. But generally, the rule I use in League is if a champion has any kind of CC, they're somewhat useful.
Right.
They have some utility besides dealing damage. Because
Okay.
every champion in the game can deal damage, but not every champion in the game can CC.
Right. Really need to focus on that. Cause yeah, that second game too, when we did really good, we had way more CC than I think most of the other games.
Well, yeah, but Senna is kind of broken ADC in my opinion. Which other ADC has like their E ability makes 5 champions untargetable and
Right.
yourself untargetable? I don't know why that's in the game at all.
It is kind of gross.
Because you can just press that ability and the enemy ADC can't auto attack you.
Right.
If you played Senna this game, I think it would be way better as well.
Completely
You
different.
could have a better. Oh, never mind. I take back what I said about like Malphite not being able to get out of Vigar cage because he can just ulti.
True.
But everyone else is fucked.
Yeah, I started playing Jinx again when they buffed her this last patch because I used to that's how I got myself to gold the first time was by playing Jinx. So I'm like, well, if she's good again, I'll play her again. And I played her a few nights ago and she felt like she was in a really good spot.
Yeah,
But
in solo queue, she's a really good champ. I
okay.
agree.
All
When
right.
you're not playing versus people with comms, she's probably one of the better ADCs because she can deal damage.
Right. But she's also easy to shut down when they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And if no one is supporting you on your team and you don't have comms with them, it's really easy to get shut down with Jinx.
Right. Got it.
Whereas if you're playing something like Sana, it's almost impossible.
All right. Okay.
If you get through lane,
Yeah, because Senna's mobility is good. She's got the CC. She's just got a lot of things that you need.
yeah, I wouldn't say she might have not a lot of mobility, but you can work on positioning. When
Yeah.
you play champs like Jinx and Senna and Ashe, like champs who have no mobility, you can work on your positioning a lot.
Okay. I should add Ash back into my pool too. I haven't played her in a while.
Ashe is good.
I
You
know she's in
can
a good
just need
spot.
CT.
Practice her more.
I mean, top is gonna be boring unless Malphite starts feeding. I wanna
Our
see how you trade the first wave. Okay, you've gotten 3 minions.
Our top laner, in my opinion, is our most consistent player.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's a really good thing for a top laner.
I want to see Garen just like back, push one more wave into Veigar's tower. Oh no. Never mind. I mean, this is fine. Can you pull up the scoreboard? I think it's tab.
Is there a way to get it to just stay there?
I think there is. There's like an eye icon on the right bottom, left bottom, I mean.
Ah, okay.
And scoreboard.
There we go. Nope. Click, click, click. There we go.
So Lily is gonna take the crab. Or go for a top gank.
Yeah, I think she saw them brawling again and went for it.
I mean, if they burn Wukong Flash, that's fine. That's good. But Malphite's wave is in a really weird spot. Okay, Garen, going for the plays. Okay, you got a Mumu Flash.
Yep.
That's fine. This is what I mean by Garen is really stronger. You can do whatever you want.
Right.
If you're versus Veigar. The wave is pushing into you. So when they have more minions than you should just avoid trading.
Okay.
But like with Jinx, it's a bit different. You can always just hit a W if you can.
Right.
It's like you're playing Ezreal, but scuffed Ezreal.
Okay.
Your CS is insane, actually.
I feel like consistently in all of these games, I CS'd better than her, except for the last game towards the end. But yeah, it just didn't make as much of a difference.
That's because you should CS even better than you did.
Oh, I know
right
I'm
here,
not.
You
like...
missed 3 CS.
Yeah.
Just by doing that trade, you missed 3 CS.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I still have to work on my CS, but I did feel like it was good this night.
I mean, looking at how the game's going, I just feel like your team will win.
Yeah, I know. I think in all the games as well, our early game was really good, and then somehow we lost it once we started like teaming.
In this specific game, it's generally enemy champions. Like if you don't end the game versus them, they're gonna end the game.
Right. Okay.
If they had like Lilia and you had a Mumu, maybe things would be different.
Right. I mean, that makes total sense to me. Because I'm pretty sure in the last game too, the third game, we the reason we lost was mostly a Mumu.
Well, why did you not ban a Mumu after the first game? Did no one bring it up?
No, no one brought it up.
I mean, even if you ban Mumu, he can still play Nunu. It's basically the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Right here, like, Nautilus has no reason to go for that hook, because even if he gets it, you get nothing from that.
Right, okay.
The wave is pushing, you just want to let it push and freeze. Okay,
that's where she's just
all in.
She just was doing that all night.
I mean, yo, this is messed up. Why does Nautilus have exhaust?
I don't know.
If he had ignite, he could have
gotten
killed.
her.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, you have heal.
Yeah, we traded.
It's all good. You get TP from Veigar. I mean, this is... Yep.
It's like, yeah, kind of expected that one.
And now they get dragon, and the game starts going downhill.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like here we can see like the problem with your comp. If you don't get ahead, the comp is really weak.
Right.
And I'm guessing they're just gonna abuse Jinx's mobility, and Nautilus is like so useless. If Tristana jumps on you, what does Nautilus do? What even happens?
Right,
You
he
just
has
die.
no way to...
Unless he hits a hook and he ults Tristana, nothing happens.
Okay.
At least in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it makes sense to me.
Can you like double X the speed, like so we can watch double speed until fights start? Because I'm guessing
I don't even know how to do
when
that.
fights start, it's above the scoreboard. Like
Oh, I hit the
time-wise.
plus. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so exactly what I. Okay, Tristana's inting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so now we see actually what Nautilus could do versus Tristana. You can just stay on top of Nautilus. Just stay on top of each other. And Tristana's gonna end, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I feel like our lane wasn't too bad at the beginning.
It's not bad, but in my opinion, support should always go for Ignite. It's just way better than Exhaust.
Okay.
Because if Exhaust is needed, ADC can go Exhaust.
Right. So you think it's better to take Ignite and Exhaust than to take Heal?
Well, yeah, if you need Exhaust, if enemy
Right.
team is something like Zed or Talon or Evelynn,
Right.
stuff like that, really Assassini, Kha'Zix, there's a reason to take Exhaust over Heal.
Okay.
Heal is not gonna save you, whereas Exhaust maybe will turn the fight sometimes.
Okay.
But you probably know that from experience.
Yeah, I
You
mean, those are
probably, like,
definitely the
won't go on
champions I would
Assassins.
want Exhaust against for sure.
Exactly. And like, have you noticed that like versus those champs, like Heal almost does nothing?
True.
It's so funny actually. It's sad, the life of an ADC. Like your impact and Tristana's impact right now is almost zero to the game.
Right.
And it's like basically a ticking time bomb. There's a Mumu and Vigar combo in the game.
Yeah.
And also Wukong, enemy team is so insane, now that I think of it. But the problem with it, the enemy comp is usually that jungle and mid should be really weak. Like early. But
Yeah.
I think they got over it in 10 minutes.
Got it.
Now they're starting to still.
Right.
I want to know now, when you're going back into lane, just after backing the second time, what was going through your mind?
I don't know. How am I supposed to remember?
Were you focused in the game, or were you like, yo, what's happening?
I was probably focused. I was also probably like, my Nautilus is mid lane right now and I'm gonna die.
Yo, okay. That's a good assumption. That's what I would be thinking if
Yeah.
I was you right here. But generally, like, your farm is good. You don't want to touch the wave now. You just want to like keep Tristana. Let Tristana keep pushing.
See,
My English is so weird. What the hell?
I always get a little bit confused with this because it's like, I don't necessarily want to push into that Tristana because it gives her an opportunity to jump on me, but also I like pushing out the lane before drag spawns.
Yeah, right here when drag is spawning, you can push out the lane. But
Okay.
generally, if you're just laning versus Tristana, always. Tristana is the only ADC which cannot freeze.
Right, she's not allowed to.
And they always push.
Right.
That's very, yeah. And so you can freeze on, especially with a support like Nautilus or Blitzcrank Thresh. It's perfect. Okay, you get dragged, and now in comms, people should be talking about who to focus, which is Vigar, it's obvious. Okay, your flash is insane! You just win the fight!
Yo. Yeah, that
Okay,
was
so
good.
everyone should ping. Why is no one pinging, like, Vigar flash, or did no one see it?
We probably, I'm assuming we said it to each other.
Ah, yeah, makes sense. I'm not commenting on that. Okay, I mean, yeah.
The
Okay,
one
Heal saved you.
minion
The
auto
minion.
though.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Nah, but did Exhaust and that? Nah. Oh my goodness.
She was so greedy.
ADC is so trash.
Yeah.
I hate this role.
Yeah, gross things happen.
Okay. Now we're watching Dyrus in the top lane, pushing minions. I'm actually... I mean, your top laner might be a consistent player, but I have a tip for him.
Okay.
Specifically here. He should get like the Bomby Cinder item for some kind of wave clear.
Okay.
Because like all he has for wave clear right now is just auto attacks, and he's just sitting auto attacking the wave. It's kind of awkward.
Right. And would that be specifically with like Malphite or with like any tanky kind of?
Well, yeah, with Malphite specifically, because
Okay.
other champs maybe have like some kind of wave clear AoE.
Right.
With
Okay.
Malphite, only thing he has is W and D.
Right.
Okay, Amumu is just so fucking strong.
Yeah, she got caught out in the jungle there. It's quite unfortunate.
I mean, we can rewind that and look at what Lilia was doing, because I'm pretty sure she was doing like nothing.
She was just going up into there.
Yeah, she was checking red buff. Right here, when she sees there's no red buff, it's over.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Let's watch bot lane fight now, because we know what's gonna happen. Now she's gonna jump on you. Okay. Ah, nah, but Nautilus.
And she body blocked the ult. I don't know if it would have killed her anyways, but it would have got her lower.
No, I wouldn't have killed her. And they still have heal as well. Y'all should know this.
Right.
But this is perfectly fine, because you know that Amumu should not be, like, here. Okay!
That was so sad. And then
One
the
more auto.
Tristana ult me back under the tower.
Wait, you had no mana or what?
I mean, I didn't have, the main thing was I didn't have flash, I think. I didn't have a way out.
Oh yeah, it's just greed. You know, Garen is not doing badly, but he can't carry versus enemy comms.
Right. And he
Well,
ended up
Gamma is
being
the
our
total.
most fed person.
Pretty sure Garen can't do anything versus Morgana if Morgana has ulti up. And Lily is too far behind. He's just gonna get one shot by Vigar. This is perfectly fine for an enemy team.
Right. I'll get on
Like
that.
the worst thing that could happen for the enemy team right now is your team to get like all towers except inhibitors. Like
Okay.
your team starts focus pushing and getting win fights, focus pushing tower by tower. Right here, fighting for Herald is not bad, but there's a miscommunication because Lily and Malphite are fighting while Garen is still pushing. And the problem is that Malphite and Lilia could have just not went in, and Garen would have still split push. Would have gotten the same thing.
Right, we still would have.
I mean, Garen dies, that's fine, but Lilia could have just not died and farmed her bot side. Because the whole bot side is up right now. It's
Right.
3 golden experience. Right here, it's fine. Like, if you die, it doesn't affect the game at all.
Okay.
But, like, it would have been a bit better if you got Tristana Flash. If you got her Flash, it could have changed the game. Because, like, the next 5 minutes, if your team was more coordinated and your jungler was more human this game, you could kill her, like, 3 times in 5 minutes. But this game specifically, I don't think so. There's too many threats on the enemy team. Because right now, I'm guessing from your team's perspective, Veigar is a threat, Tristana is a threat, and Amumu is a threat.
Yeah.
I mean, Lilia tried, but
I think
there's no
we
reason to try.
I think we talked about that moment too, and she was very confused as to whether to try and steal or not, and kind of got like, you know, like blocked in her mind of like what to do. So
I
that
can tell you really, I mean, you should know. Do you know what she should have done? It's
I
pretty
mean,
obvious.
when I jungle, which like I said, I'm not a jungler, but when I jungle, I always try to steal, even if I die doing it. But then like
I mean,
I'm
I
the only one who
respect
goes
that.
in if I feel like it's a losing situation.
I respect that, but in this situation specifically, where she's 0-3, she has lower farm than the enemy jungler, and her camps are up.
So she should have just been
There's
farming
no,
to catch up.
there's exactly.
Right.
If you're not like paid to lose this game, you would go and farm. But if someone like PayPal you to lose the game, you would go and feed them another kill
Got it.
instead
Okay.
of farming your jungle. Who cares about your jungle? The game is over. That's
Right.
what Lilia's mentality is basically. And right here,
4-man bot.
it's
sending.
amazing because like you're like just trying to play the game 2v2, just trying to lane 19 minutes in, and enemy team comes in and tells you no
Yep.
more laning. It's no lane. We want to win the game now.
Right.
And it's fine. It's fine because your team got to play on top lane, and you
This is
could've,
where I was
adapted to
telling
that.
them to leave, and they didn't leave. And that did not work out well.
Yeah, exactly. But it's even if you tell them to leave, if you're the guy that died, almost no one is gonna listen to you.
Right.
I mean, it
True.
happens to me. And imagine if we were more on point as a team this game, and Malphite and Garen were communicating with all of you three and telling, go back to like tier 2 and don't do anything because we're making a play top.
Right.
And if you knew that like even 10 seconds in advance, and you could have had time to back out, you would evade that 4-man out really easily and just give them the tower, and it would have been clear tower for tower, and your team would have gotten 1 kill on top.
Okay.
So your team is doing pretty well, but there's no communication in the map plays.
Right. Across the map. Right.
You know, if I was Jinx in this game, I would just ult at 4.
You'd just be done. I can't.
Yeah, to be honest.
I can't quit.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
I know. It was definitely not
Nah,
a
but
good
you
game
know,
to be a
you
Jinx.
can't quit. But what's happening right now? Like, Garen just got a kill on the enemy AC between 5 people.
Mhm.
And you're pushing. Okay, you're insane. You're getting a tower and you're getting free farm while the enemy ADC is dead. It's just winning the game. Oh my goodness.
Delete her every time. It's so.
Nah, but it's the most sad thing is the enemy team right now is. Oh my god, they could have gotten Baron in like 4 seconds.
Probably. Yeah.
While they're chasing the air right now, they could have had Baron right now. And I'm guessing they don't even go for it. They go for it in 5 minutes from what I'm seeing in the timeline. This is so depressing. Like, Baron is free. If you're an enemy team right now, and you were Tristana, I'm guessing you would just ping Baron to end the game.
I think that a lot of times in like this elo that we're playing in, people are afraid to make Baron plays even when they're ahead at the chance of throwing. But as the enemy team here, I completely agree with you because our jungler was so many levels down that we didn't even have a chance to like smite steal it at this point.
Yeah, but most of the time, a smite steal is is a miracle.
Yeah.
It's not a. At least I don't know about Enloil. I know that people are like nervous to go for objectives because they want to get kills, but I don't know. It's just a misconception.
Yeah.
Like right here, your team is fighting, but what are we fighting for? Did anyone
Nothing.
communicate? What are we gonna get? Even if we win this fight, where are we going after this
Right.
fight? Is there any communication? No.
I think it's because we saw the Veigar pop out and we didn't have vision in this bush, so we didn't know the rest of them were all right here. And that was a big mistake.
Yeah, but I'm guessing all of you knew. Most of you knew that like everyone was there because Dragon was just coming up, and most likely whole enemy team's gonna group besides Wukong because
Right.
Wukong is just top lane.
That's one thing that
And
I've been saying too in our discussions is that I feel like we're late a lot of the times to drag, and I think that's something we need to work on. Because
yeah, for
there's
sure.
there's a lot of moments where we get there and the whole enemy team's already set up.
Right here, like the play is so weird that you somehow go ahead from it. You get a 4 for 4 and you get Dragon.
Right.
And the way that changes the game is it just stalls the game out by 5 minutes because enemy team are scared to go for Baron and just wait for Dragon. And it like if your team had Veigar, I'm pretty sure you would win the game.
Yeah.
The longer it goes, the harder it gets for your team. Malphite is gonna get one shot by Veigar, even though he's a tank, and Nautilus as well.
Right.
Okay, Malphite is split pushing top, Karen is split pushing bottom. What you, Lilia, and Nautilus should be doing is just give up mid lane waves, let the enemy team push, and go clear vision. Once you clear vision, just stay and wait for someone. Because if you go onto a lane, enemy team is so much stronger than you that no matter like how passive you play, they're gonna dive you.
Right.
That's why you need to just go and look for picks.
Yeah, because that's what their team was designed for too, is to dive us.
Yep.
With a different team,
Their
it might be
team
different,
fight's really
but
good.
yeah.
And they have peel as well, whereas your team, if everyone goes in, you have no peel.
Right.
Malphite is too cocky with his ulti.
Yeah.
We should have more communication.
And I think that's a
When
product
someone
of
is engaging.
being behind as well, though, because
Yeah, definitely.
in better
'Cause we're
circumstances, he would have been able to do that. Just
for
didn't
sure.
realize that he couldn't.
We're like emotional beings almost. I'll get through it. It's more or less like desperation from your team right now.
Yeah.
But still, that's why we need a clear objective.
Stare at Morgana for a while.
Yo, let's watch the Senna game.
Yeah, you want to go to that one? All right.
Yep. Because I'm guessing that now you all just fight and you trade like 5 for 2 or 5 for 1. They get Baron.
Mm.
They push and stuff happens. They push again. The game ends and you go next.
Yep, pretty much.
You wanna play a game as well after we finish with the replay?
If you want it, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so this game you're switching it up.
Mhm.
Enemy team is still playing Tristana, which is insane in my opinion, in the enemy comp. In the enemy comp you would want like something like, I don't even know. You would want something heavy AD and really scaling, which would be like
what they did here, I think, is they put all of their stock into Tristana, and then we were able
Well,
to shut her down.
yep, but in order for their composition to really work, they could really smash your team if Galio got really ahead. Galio is like popping off and he goes AP, your team just loses.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing that's not what happened.
I don't know. I probably
I'm guessing your team is
I
asking
just
you right now, why did you get a support item?
Yeah, well, no one
Because
caught
it's
on to it
recommended, right?
because yeah, no one caught on to it because you know, we were all worried
I
about
mean,
ourselves,
it's
I guess.
irrelevant to be honest. Like your two champs in the bot lane are so much better than the enemies that your items should not matter in my
Right,
opinion.
which is why it worked out regardless of that mistake. Even though you'll
And I
see
like
my
I like your matchups as
yeah,
a whole.
okay. Good. That
Uh,
means we're doing something right.
top lane, top lane has more sustain. Mid lane has more sustain. Bot lane has more sustain. So you're eventually gonna out sustain every lane. Just keep laning and don't die to ganks. What enemy jungler, what your jungler should have learned from this game is that Mundo's clearing is really fast. So if he is gonna gank, he's gonna be really, really early. Like you can see right now, he's trying to do a gank at 2 minutes. No one ganks 2 minutes.
Right.
If I'm Nocturne right here, I just walk it off like a G. Now Mundo's clearing topside, that's perfectly acceptable, but it's 3 minutes and now Ivern is ready to gank. Mid lane's trading. Okay, so Galio has only one corrupting pot left. So what he needs to do is push the wave into the tower. Right now, Nocturne has no minions. Go hit Nocturne, push the wave into the tower. No, it gets frozen. He wants to pop the potion, push the wave into the tower, and back to base, and TP back to lane, or just walk back to lane, and he's ahead of Nocturne automatically. Because Nocturne has no TP. The
Right.
kill right here doesn't matter. Galio should not be thinking about killing Nocturne in any way. There's no reason to. Just push the wave into the tower, go back, and you're back to lane with 3 corrupting pot stacks, and you're ahead of him. Top lane, too much trading is happening, and Maokai's losing because he's just spamming abilities, I'm guessing. I'm wondering bot lane, what's happening?
I mean, pop
What's
down.
it going?
It was pretty boring start to most of these games. But...
Nice, you're doing well. If you're managing to push Tristana in, you know that that's good. That's what you should be doing, because she misses minions on your tower. This is perfect. Ivern did a really good gank, knowing that Mundo can't really follow up. And Galio, to be honest, is kind of boosted. Like, look at his buy. He buys Boots of Speed. Did you pay enemy team to lose this game?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. Galio's TPing bot, I'm guessing. That's Galio. You have your insane E ability. You're invincible. You need... Okay, you get Tristana flash.
Yeah.
This is fine. Tristana has no sums for until 10 minutes. Nah, but how clean is your band?
Yeah, no, he's really good.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, enemy team. GG. The only really bad part of all this is that you missed this wave of XP and gold, but that's
right.
fine.
I'm dying, yeah.
Well, that's like 3 souls maximum. 2 souls. Well, I really like that you're playing Senna. Because if you're gonna scale, it's really nice to just scale by buying
Right.
good items.
And I think in my opinion, one of the most important things about Senna is like, yeah, she's an AD and she does eventually do damage, but she
For
plays
sure.
really well off of other damage carries on her team. Because like if I'm not having the best game, if I can't get close enough or whatever to really do some damage, I can still sit back and help the other people on my team.
Can enable.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Nocturne's going for the kill bottom. Or is he? No. He's going back mid. Galio's dead. He's just thinking. Mundo, is he dead as well? No, he just hit level 6. Okay. Okay!
It collapsed really well there. And then by the time we got there, Nocturne was out of mana.
Yeah, that's fine. But if I was you, I would just stay bottom here.
Okay.
Definitely.
Just push.
And fights like these, if it's 7 or 5 or 6 minutes in, and you're a champion like Senna, unless you're communicating with your team and someone is calling for help, like they're dying or something, then just don't.
Okay.
Because when enemy team blows summoners and like resources, if you manage to not blow absolutely anything and just stay in lane and autopilot push the wave, get gold, you're gonna automatically get ahead.
Okay.
It's like natural, but I just have nothing to talk about right now.
No, I mean it totally makes sense. Any tips are appreciated. And there, I
Does
mean,
she
I
kill
missed
you
the
here? I
W.
don't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she does. There's the double jump. You know the problem there is you E too late, in my opinion. Because if you E earlier, she can't. Wait, no. I'm talking bullshit. Like she just jumps into you no matter
Yeah.
what you do.
I'm pretty sure because like the main thing with picking the Sun and the Tristana is that I can W her and shut down her from jumping on me. But then one of the issues I was having this game, which whatever we managed to work with it, but you know, then when the Morgana puts her spell shield on her, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yep. But generally, the Morgana and the Tristana Senna matchup, it may favor Tristana early, but once if Senna gets like the 800 range with rapid fire and 3 items, Tristana doesn't stand a chance in my opinion.
Okay.
This is fine for your team, but the problem is that Ivern is trying to force stuff with a tank laner versus a tank. There's no point really. Nice, Tristana's inting, perfect. Just keep farming. As Senna, you want to farm as long as possible.
Treat Senna like
This
I
is,
treat Caitlyn and just farm the entire game. Got
yep,
it.
like a Vayne.
Or Vayne, yeah.
Caitlyn, exactly. I don't like that, okay, your team is just too good. I was about to say I don't like that no one is pinging Herald and Nocturne went to Herald.
Our Nocturne is technically
And,
our like team captain. Like he makes a lot of the calls in the game, and I think he does a pretty good job generally.
Yep, definitely this game he did his part. By picking Nocturne into Galio, he just won the game in champion selection, in my opinion. Because enemy Galio, you can see like how clueless he is of this matchup. I'm pretty sure he's playing Galio into Nocturne for the first time in his life. And you dying does not matter.
Right.
Because in this game, you're basically a support. And Tristana is not gonna carry. Tristana is not a good carry champ if you don't have like Senna. If you were like Tristana, Senna laning together, it would be really good.
Yeah, that would be pretty
But if
gross.
it's just Tristana, I don't know. And Galio is going tank, so the game is over.
Snuck that out from under us.
It's fine. You just want your team to have full focus.
Yep.
Nice. Once you kill someone else, just go focus someone else until you kill. Your team has enough damage, enemy team has no damage. You just kill everyone.
Right.
Perfect. And now go back to lanes to not miss gold XP. Right here, you should not be going mid.
No.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you should.
Because Nocturne was splitting bot, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. I'm guessing you just communicated each other. Like Nocturne is splitting ball. That's really smart actually.
And then I was able to get plates mid too, which was nice.
It is nice, but I'm wondering what happened to the Herald. Wait, was the Herald popped?
I don't remember.
Wait. Nah. I mean, I don't wanna I don't wanna go over little details, but I'm pretty sure your team stole the Herald and nothing happened.
Okay. I don't remember exactly what happened, but yeah, that makes sense. I don't remember exactly where it was, otherwise I'd go look.
You see the icon on the blue side of the oh, enemy
This
team got the
is...
Herald. Oh, that's the
These are
dragon. Yeah,
dragons.
those are dragons.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
yeah, I'm not sure. I wonder if
Enemy
it
team
died
was
and no one picked it up.
it might yeah, that
I
might
wonder
have
if that's
happened.
why
But
the icon's not
that's
there.
really troll because your team got it and your team no one picked it up.
Got it.
I don't believe that's what happened. Your team is too good to let that happen.
I don't know, we
But
do make little mistakes like taking 2 support items sometimes.
that's fine. At least you pick really good champs. Like
Yeah.
your top laner picks if he picks Maokai and like Malphite and Ornn and stuff like that every game. He's a really good player to have. And is enemy support player just like Morgana one trick? Does he play anything?
I don't know. I have a feeling that the Morgana was one of the less experienced players on their team because the Tristana was their best player. She was plat last season. Which, like, I'm not sure exactly how that works, but, like, it's just... The league is, like, mostly for fun anyways, but, like, it's supposed to be a bronze to gold league, so they must be gold this season. But she was their highest ranked player from last season. So I think they put, like, their weakest point and their strongest point in lane together. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And it just worked out.
Wait,
2 out of 3 games.
that's so weird. Okay, that's interesting. So you started playing League Season 5 from what I'm seeing on your OPG.
That's when I started playing ranked, but I've played League since, like, 2011.
Oh, insane, nice.
Yeah.
I'm meeting an old player finally.
Yeah, no, I've played for like a really long time. I played my first year at college. That's how I got into it. And back then I just played for fun. Like my friends taught me how to play Morgana mid and just like, you know, like
Yeah, back then it
hold
was
the
really
wave,
OP.
I guess. Yeah. And
If you learned how to hold the wave season 1, then you've been ahead of the curve. Like people then in EU, we were playing bot games because the server wouldn't respond to PvP games.
oh no. That's not good.
How insane were people in NA teaching about the wave and stuff?
Yeah, it was crazy. But my friends at that point, like, they'd already been playing for, like, I don't know, like, at least 6 months or a year longer than me, so they just taught me how to hold on for dear life so we could play together.
Yeah, but it was more fun.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, this game back in 2015, in my opinion, that was its best. And since then, it's been kind of, like, up and down.
Wait, can we go through this fight again?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure your team just really went bananas on killing 2 people and then got turned.
I don't remember exactly where it started.
Just fast forward it and we'll get to it. I'm guessing it's right as Drake spawns. It's like a Drake fight. Right here, you should not be... in situations... Yeah. This is the fight right here. So it starts as a 2v2. And your team responds first. You kill both of them.
The thing is, we're hard focusing the front line.
Yeah.
And then Ornn comes in with the ulti and the Tristana.
Yeah. You know, that's... It doesn't change the game at all. Just because it's a dragon, it just delays the game 5 minutes.
Right.
And enemy team is too bad of a comp to win versus your team. If you play properly and you never get caught, as Senna and Brand, if they never get caught backline, there's no way anyone survives from the enemy team.
Right.
You just focus fire and you have so much damage that you kill everyone. Right here, Maokai should be looking for a wave. Just
Okay.
to soak XP and gold anytime you can.
Because we knew the dragon was gone, so there's no point in
Yep. No point.
running around.
If we can get something for it. This is fine. You even got a shutdown. Perfect.
Yeah, there was, when we were playing the enemy team, they had like actual like people commentating the game on their Twitch, and I went back and watched that, and during that part they were like, wow, he's ulting for the tank, will it work out? And I was like, but that's a shutdown.
Get the tower, insane, nice, Morgana is in team.
This was great for us.
Yeah, what are they doing?
I don't even know.
Oh my goodness.
They were just all
they push
aggro
the
all
ward?
the time, and it worked out for them a lot of the time, but it didn't work out. It was bad.
I just like your champions a lot this game.
Yeah.
It really punishes bad play. Because you can just sit back and wait for people to play like idiots. But definitely don't go for Eclipse. Eclipse is a really bad item now. They
Oh,
nerfed
yeah.
it.
I did notice that, because I always look on pro builds to see what people are doing, and I noticed that most of them had switched to the Kraken
Kraken.
Slayer. Yeah.
Yeah. Eclipse is not bad as a item on itself. If like the game ended when you got your first item, Eclipse would probably be the best item, but yeah.
I think
Since the build are,
I
like,
decided to
combinations of 6 items.
yeah, I decided to stick with that build rather than switching it up because I knew that with the Nocturne that our goal was to try and like not let the game go
Blow
on
up someone.
forever.
Yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. You weren't going for like a hyper scaling late game build. There's no reason. You want to be strong now.
Okay.
I'm guessing that was what you were thinking.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I know like a lot of those lethality items kind of fall off late game, but I wasn't aiming for late game.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, you're not gonna do damage to a tank anyway. You're playing Senna. Your goal is to deal damage to either like someone who everyone is focusing, or just one by one auto on Tristana and Morgana from like half a screen away. Right here, Maokai should never be dying for a tower. If you know enemy team is gonna take a tower, just give them the tower. Don't give them tower and kill. That's just basic lead. Galio's TPing bot or mid. It doesn't matter. Brand is too good.
Nocturne with the split push again. He did a really good job of that here.
Brand is hinting. He's dead. Or is he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlucky. This is fine. You can get out.
Yeah, we were literally mid. We were just trying to keep them busy so Nocturne could finish and get back.
Man, your two champions together, Ivern with his build and your champion is so oppressive together. Like, if your champs were like some other champs, I'm guessing you die there, but... And no one on the enemy team has healing reduction except the 2 tanks. Maokai and one only have healing reduction.
This was a lot of crazy right here, I remember. Oh no, maybe that wasn't the fight. No, it is.
Enemy team should not be fighting at all.
Yeah.
The only damage on their team is that
Yeah, I feel like everything we did
Now-
right there was just really good.
Right here, instantly go Baron. If your team does not go for Baron, you're trolling. No, I'm guessing no one is calling it, but it's free. Right now, it's free. And not right now, but like 15 seconds ago. It's too late now, but 15 seconds ago, you should have gone for Baron in my opinion. Because, yeah, you got two towers and a kill.
Yeah, we were trying to prioritize Drakes.
That's fine
But
if your team prioritizes Drakes
Okay.
over Baron. I respect that. I'm just the kind of player, at least I've been taught in EU, to always just take Baron. It's like the trophy on Summoner's Rift. If you can take Baron, Summoner's Rift is like empty. There's
Okay.
nothing less to take,
Right. Okay.
in my opinion. And if you can trade Baron for Dragon, especially in such a game where your composition scale is way better, it's even good for you. Because it
Okay.
means enemy team is delaying the game by 5 minutes and you get Baron. Like if you think about it like a chess match, enemy team is just playing for your team.
Okay.
I don't know how vocal people are in NA when they play League for fun, but I'm guessing not at all.
Our team is very vocal, and I think that's also
Oh,
part of the
really?
issue. Yeah. And that's something that we're trying to lock down on is we have like basically 3 people. So I try to prioritize my calls in particular. Like I try not to talk about everything. I try to make important calls. And then the mid laner, like I said, he's kind of like our coach or captain or whatever on the team. Like he handles setting up all the games and stuff. So like most people just let him make a lot of the
Just
big
commentates,
calls.
I'm guessing.
I'm sorry?
I'm guessing he commentates on
Yeah,
what
essentially.
he thinks is
Yeah.
important.
And then our jungler, and then this is something that we are trying to figure out like how to deal with.
Like lanes, what he's about to do.
Yeah, well our jungler, he thinks that he should be in charge of like every single jungle call, which is something that we're
Nah,
trying
that
to
makes
figure
no
out.
sense.
Yeah, how to explain to him in a way that makes sense, but
Your team is comp is so insane. Brand is getting like 1,000 gold straight up in 5 seconds.
right.
Nice. The problem here is you can't go for Baron, and there's no objectives to take. The best thing your team can do is take the jungle, take enemy jungle. It would be really good to deny it from the enemy team. I'm guessing most of the people on your team know like the basics of League and
Yeah.
how to win a game, but it's just so irritating to apply it while you're playing a game with 5 people and trying to have fun.
Right.
It's insanely irritating.
Yeah, it's the college that I'm going to. It's for like adult learners. So we're all like late 20s, early 30s, been playing the game for a long time.
Oh damn.
Yeah. But like I said, the league is designed for, you know, lower elo, not super high elo.
But I like the y'all are being competitive.
It's fun. Like it gives us like something to work towards. Cuz when you have been playing the game for so long, sometimes like it gets a little bit stale at times. So when you have a goal, it's fun. It's something different.
Yeah, definitely. You're telling me I'm feeling washed up.
Yeah.
I've been playing this game since I was 10. Now
Oh,
I'm
man.
21.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
I love this game. I'll
Oh,
never
me
stop
too.
playing. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I want Nocturne to keep baiting, just keep running back, because
This
Brand
is where, yeah, the Tristan or
yeah, Trish came
dumb
way
BS.
in time. You know, could have been better. I mean, those are hypotheticals, but if you're a team like Brand and whoever was rotating, you and Brand went into the enemy jungle and tried to take vision for Nocturne to go off with his ulti. That could have been good.
Right.
I mean, I'm guessing he was trying to do that, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, he kept like trying to hold on to it for Trist because we knew she was a threat. damage is just gross.
Yep. The enemy team is, I respect their efforts. They're trying to like take out members of your team while you're not grouped, because that's the only way they have the damage to kill you. But once your team groups up, there's no way. All your team needs to do is just call out the name of one champion, focus them for 5 seconds, and they're dead.
Got it.
Your team is taking dragon. Now you're taking Baron. Enemy jungler is dead.
Yeah, we all collapsed
See,
on it.
people talk about how you're scared to go for objectives, but like, if the enemy jungler is dead, y'all are just like, yo, free pass, let's take Baron.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like, to me, there's two signs that you should go for Baron. Either you kill one of them and you're in a 4v5 situation, or one of their carries is bot lane. That's that's where I'm like, alright, time to Baron.
Yeah, those are two big red flags.
And this should be the
Yo, this
push
game is
where we
over.
end. Yeah.
Yep.
The end push, I think, was pretty good too.
Yeah, we can watch.
Yeah, he caught her out.
Nice.
It was really good.
It's insane how 29 minutes into 30 minutes into the game, Morgana has no lasagnas versus Nocturne.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. She was building it, but yeah.
Why did she build Imperial Mandate at all?
I have no idea.
Is my first question.
Or at least, like, if she was gonna build it, why build it before Zhonya's? That's, I don't know.
Yep. Even Galio has one, and Galio's a tank. Like, enemy team champions are so useless. Ornn is really good, Mundo is really good, but Tana right now is doing nothing, Galio is doing nothing. It's sad.
Yeah.
Now your team pushes, because you have Daisy and Maokai to tank.
And we were just able to push it through.
Well, yo, I was gonna play a game with you, but someone just ordered. Is it fine if we like leave the game for another time?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that was just making the decision to end there, and then
For sure.
then we just kept going.
Yeah, I want to see the next game, like just the start of it, maybe fast forward, because I got like 10, 15 minutes, and I just want to see how your team went from that really good composition into picking whatever you picked. Because like what I'm seeing is insane. Your team has
Right, it was a really good synergy that time. I think for me too, picking the Samira here might have been a mistake, but I did it anyway.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
does Leona have heal?
Because I took Ignite.
Yeah, but you should take exhaust.
I should take Exhaust and she should have taken Ignite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of picked that up from your comment earlier.
Yeah, taking Ignite on ADC
The beginning of this
and
game
heal
was
on support.
boring,
It's
so we
only-
can like...
Well, I'm glad they, like, I'm actually impressed that you or Leona did not die level 1 or 2 or 3.
Yeah, no, this game went
Shyvana and Rel.
until, you know, a really long time until someone died.
Interesting, interesting. But it's really bad for your composition.
Yeah.
That fact.
Okay.
Your jungler is again, like, someone scale like an aggressive early, and the enemy jungler has a Mumu.
Right.
So you know the game is over.
Yeah, the Amumu was such a big issue this game, like even more so than the first one. And that's
Right
right.
here,
He
the
just
wave's
sneaks the
pushing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I'm saying he just sneaks the drag there, so we don't even fight over it.
Him going for the dragon is really good. That's what he should do if you want any kind of advantage from your early game. Because the Mumu is getting a free early game.
Right.
Right here, you should not. You should not have shoved the wave like you did. because
Okay.
it was a perfect wave to a freeze.
Okay.
And I don't know why you're mid laner. I know he's your captain and all, but I don't know why you picked Swain.
Okay.
Eh,
I think the Swain was to synergize better with me.
Yeah, Swain with Samira is really good combo, but if the Swain is not support, it's really not good. And
Okay.
that was insane solo kill. Well played.
Yeah.
Well played. But yeah, the TF is not playing perfectly at all, and his build is off. The TF should have Turok and Potion. Not doing. Okay, you're doing really good. You
That
were
one,
frozen the way.
yeah, that one was unfortunate because Leo missed the engage the first time, and we probably should have backed off, but we didn't.
Exactly, yeah. But it's, to be honest, versus Rel and Tristana, it's almost impossible to back off. If they didn't use their engage yet, and you go in, then trying to back off is a death. Guessing your jungler once they're picking the new champion, like, because the enemy team is not gonna know how to play versus it, but
Right. Yeah, I think
the
that was the
champ
idea.
the champ is really hard to play. The only person going in with you is Leon
Yeah.
and Samir.
I think knowing they had the... Well, we didn't know they had the Amumu at that point. Because as I say, knowing they had the Amumu, the melee jungler was probably not the best plan, but...
Yeah, but I think your composition as a whole would be a lot better if you had Galio mid. It would make a lot more sense.
Yeah, okay.
Nice. This is fine.
I died to
Even
the
if he gets you. You just want the wave TF to take the wave. If TF takes the wave, you're fine. If I'm you right now, all I want is TF to push the wave into my tower. Because if he doesn't push the wave and they just let Tristana take it, Tristana is so ahead of me.
Right. And stealing farm is definitely helping me.
Okay, maybe you're taking top tower?
Yeah, he ends up taking it there.
Nice, that's really good for your team. You're getting some kind of lead early game, but notice that the gold is even. So
Right, okay.
the lead is negligible.
Right.
Swain should not be looking for a play when the wave is not pushed.
Okay. That part was unfortunate. And then this is something we've talked about too, is we do spend a lot of time chasing down kills unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of that could have been avoided if we hadn't chased that TF so hard.
That's true, but your composition is focused on skirmishes. Nice. So your team should be looking for a fight, but not responding to enemy fights. Nice.
Yeah, that one was close. And Tinky Rel just runs away.
Exactly. I didn't expect her to die.
She came back in.
Defends the
She
tower,
entered. Yeah.
Yeah. You get the tower. Nice. Swain is picking up steam. Nice. I'm just really wondering how top lane will. Huh. If Illaoi backs out, I'm gonna be impressed here.
Yeah, she might be.
Nice. Your team should not fight dragon.
And this is,
You
yeah,
know
this
that-
is the big mistake here, I think.
You all know that there are 5 members.
I watched this one at like 0.5 speed when I was watching. Look at this. All 4 of us.
Yeah.
And then it was just over. By the time Alawi got in there to ult, we were all dead.
Yep. But your team had a chance if... No. I'm not gonna even entertain that hypothetical because there's no reason to go for it when Alawi is not there.
Right.
And there's no way that Alawi could be there. Just give up the Drake and fight for the next one. Because right here, the game swings a lot. You just
Right.
give enemy team
It's huge.
2k gold league.
That fight changed a lot because then they went and they got Rift, they went and they got a lot bot, and it was just a lot.
Yeah, but it's still not over.
No.
It's fine, but Alawi is just starting to be a bit useless. Shanna flashes, that's fine. And also the ignite on you, I'm pretty sure that about right now you're starting to feel like it's useless.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Your enemy bot lane overstays and your team responds, that's really good. But someone should go top lane here. Either you or Alawi. I don't know why Alawi is looking for a fight. She's too weak, she wants to farm. Nice, you got a pick. Now what you want is to get something with that pick. Either mid tower or... No, you can't get Baron. The only thing is you can get mid tower and now back out. Because if enemy team engages, they're for sure gonna kill you. That Amumu skin's pretty nice. I just noticed it.
I agree. You won.
Your jungler got Amumu's blue. That's really good. The game is still pretty even. You have a big chance. All you need to do is play with Leona and focus one person. Right here, Leona should ulti.
Turn for the flash engage instead.
I don't know why she focused Tristana instead of TF.
Okay.
Because we're right here when we're going diving for TF. Oh, actually it's fine, because you see a moon top.
Yeah.
So there's no way there could be a re-engage.
The problem is that he drops a Rift Herald though. Yeah.
That's fine.
But it worked out. It was still good.
Your team does not want to get inhib. Don't get inhib, because if you get inhib in this situation, you're just gonna give them.
When this is where we overstayed really hard.
Yep. But you traded basically 2 kills. Yeah, 2 kills for 2 towers, which is okay. 3 kills for 2 towers. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's something. But when you know that it could have been 2 towers for nothing.
Baron off
oh,
of it
if
too.
they get Baron, yeah, the game is over.
Yep.
Your team just rolls over now.
And then another dragon fight.
There's no items. Especially if Fiona gets caught, she's the only way your team can engage.
Right. And then we still went in anyways for no good reason.
Well, you're trying to make a play.
Yeah.
And we see Leona getting caught. Alawi is really out of place in this competition. Because your team wants to go in, while Alawi, there's no way for it to go. But in my opinion, Alawi is one of the best champions into the enemy team. If your team had more champions which could synergize with Alawi, like Galio or like yeah, Leon is pretty good.
Yeah.
Galio mid.
I think the thing is that we were trying to play around the Alawi. Like the idea was that we would wait for them because they play really aggressive, the other team we were playing against. So we were gonna try to wait for them to engage on us, and then Alawi ult, Samira ult, you know, Leona ult, like everything just kind of went really well together with that idea of closing them in, the Alawi ult, and we just never managed to successfully really do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you can't design a team to play around a champ like Alawi, because
Okay.
Alawi, if you rely on enemy team to do something, you're playing into their hands.
Right.
You want you to be proactive and you to do something independently of whatever enemy team is doing. You should not care
Okay.
about what they're doing.
Got it. Yeah, from
And
here
your
I don't
team
think
has
it's too
threats.
interesting.
Your team has threats. It's better than the enemy team's composition last game. But the problem with your team is that you have so much champions that need gold. You have four people who need gold, that some of you are like gold starved and you don't have enough.
Got it.
Like right here, if Swain had Zhonya's instead of Demonic Embrace, if you had Collector, you could have deal a lot more damage. But generally, Amumu, like no one kills him. I don't see how anyone kills him.
And here I couldn't Q fast enough. It was so sad.
Yeah, but the game is over.
I know,
Yeah.
but I still would have liked to
Amumu
kill
is
him.
immortal. Yeah,
I don't care if the game's over. I want to take out as many of them with me as I can.
well, yeah, that's the right mentality. Yeah, let's wrap it up. It was fun.
And then it's one more
It was
fight.
fun
That's
meeting
it.
you, definitely. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
go. Some guy wants me to play duo with him on US.
Got it.
I'm guessing it's gonna be
Well, have fun. Thank you very much for your
Ultra.
help. I appreciate it. And yeah, if you have free
I
time
really had
later or
fun.
whatever, just let me know. I'm down to play a game or two.
Yeah, for sure. I will.
Cool.
And if you have like some questions about ADC or jungle specifically, those are my mains.
Okay.
Feel free to hit me up on Discord. I'll
Awesome.
answer. Also, this is a really nice site I use for different like. Wait, I'll just send the link. For different setups, in my opinion, these are like the best setups on any champion.
Okay. Awesome.
Nice. Stay safe.
Sounds good. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.